Welcome to my channel. My name is Kelly, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to crochet a textured double stitch scarf left-handed. Because I am a left-handed crocheter and I always get frustrated when the people in the videos are doing everything backwards as me. So you first start off by making a simple slip stitch, and then to make you can make it as wide as you want, but the width that I use is 18 stitches. So you're just going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 18 stitches. I think it's a really great width. I'm going to show you the scarf itself. This is the scarf, and this is what it looks like. This is my 9mm American size N hook. It looks like this, and it is the love of my life. You're also going to want yarn. For this particular pattern, I'm using 2 different colors, and so you'll want, 2 skeins of yarn. This is Red Heart, medium worsted in color gold, I believe, and then the other color I will be using is black. So it's going to be 18 across, so that means that when you chain up, you're going to do 2 stitches, so that's going to be a total of 20 to start. From there, you count, you don't stitch into the first 2 that you did, and then you're just going to double stitch across. The first row is just going to be a plain old double stitch. I usually just use like the back loops because it's just comfortable for me. So I'm going to do that, and then there are going to be just 18 simple double stitches across. If you don't know how to do double stitch, I will talk out the next one for you. You take the tail and you wrap first, and then you go into the hole, into the back loop, and then bring it out, wrap again, and then go through the 2 loops, and then wrap again, and then go through the last 2 loops. And as you see, I'm just doing some double stitches. I've done 3 so far. I'm gonna cut the video to when I'm at the end of the row. Alright, I'm back. I have made it to the last stitch in the row, so I'm just gonna do that and then show you where to go from here. In order to get the texture of the scarf, what you do after chaining 2 up and switching, of course, turn around. The way to get the texture is to alternate between stitching in the back loop and the front loop. So this is looking at your stitches from the top. You see it's kind of like a little V, and this is the back and this one is the front. So I'm going to start in the back, and then the next one's going to be in the front, and then the back, and then the front. And I'm just going to alternate like that going across. So I'll show you the first few. Okay, so you see I'm going in under just the back loop, not both. In traditional crocheting, you go through both. But for this technique, you just go through one of the loops. Okay, so that was the back loop. You see that there. And now I'm going to go into the front loop like this, and then continue my double stitch like that. There you go. And then you just keep going from there. Now I'm going to do back again. That's the back, and then I'm going to do another front. And since it's an even number, since I started on a back stitch, I will be finishing on a front stitch at the end of the row, because there are 18 loops total. So alternating, it'll be 9 backs and 9 fronts. Okay, I'm going to start the video again once I get to the end of the row. We are back. As you see, I am finishing up this second row, and you can kind of start seeing that some of them look more forward and some of them look more back. and I'm on the last 2 stitches in the row, so I'm just going to finish those up. This one right here is a front, so this one's going to be a back. So I'm just going to do that real quick. Okay, and then my very last one is going to be a front. So let's get that underway. Okay, perfect. Then you chain 2 and then flip the whole thing, as is tradition. There you go. Since your last one was a front on the other side, your first one is now going to be a front, because there's an even number of stitches you're going to be alternating. Like I started with back last time, so I'm going to start with front this time, and I'm going to be doing that each time. Because if you think about it, well, what I'm trying to accomplish is for the stitches to be exactly opposite of the ones that are on the other side. So like, here, let's just go back. If you think about it, this stitch that I just did, that was in the front, when I flip it, it's now in the back. And so now I want the next stitch in that, right above it to be in the front because it's in the back. You see what I mean? You could do it the other way where you just have them all in a line, in which case instead of doing, the first one in the front loop, you would do it in the back loop, and then that would just come up with a totally different texture. So this is the end result. It's a really awesome scarf. Each one has 10 rows of double stitch, and on this particular scarf there are 15 panels total, and I think that's a pretty good fit. So this is the end result of this particular pattern. I think it's a really great length. It wraps around the neck about once, and it comes down to here on me. If you want it longer, you can just make an extra panel of black and yellow or whatever colors you use, so then it will wrap around the neck comfortably twice with still having length. But this is one of my favorite patterns. I've made several scarves using this stitch and this style. I hope you enjoy it. Have fun crocheting, left-handed people. Love you.